is Cynthia. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how I achieved this trending BUBU turtleneck kaftan gown. I don't know what you call it, but I think we call it BUBU kaftan gown. Okay, how we're able to what achieve it? It's a classy one. All right. Okay, so if today is the first time I've come into my channel, you're highly welcome. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell if you've not subscribed, so that you always get notified whenever we upload our videos. All right, in today's class, I'll be working with this fabric. It's 8 yards of fabric, but you can use 4 yards of fabric depending on how circled you want yours. Okay, I want it to be very full. I want a full circle, so that's why I'm using 8 yards of fabric. If you want half circle, you can go for 4 yards of fabric. So we are going to go to the cutting table, so I'll show you the kind of fabric I'm using. Okay, so let's hit the table. So these are the instruments I'll be working with. I'll be working with this fabric. This is called Duchess material. I'll be working with this Duchess fabric, and then I'll be needing this foam. I'll be using it to create my shoulder pad. As you can see on the shoulder of that of this gown you are seeing on the screen, it's somehow very up on the shoulder area. So this pad is going to help us give us the effect. So I'll be using this foam for what my shoulder pad. All right, you can decide to use your bustier pad. Okay, so and double it. So I'll be using this. I was able to get this. Okay, and this is a stay I'll be using for my collar, and then I'll be using this design to design the neck area. Okay, so I'm also using a candle gum, and so I have my gun glue, so I'll be using it with this candle. All right, so now these are my instruments. You're going to start with cutting. Okay, so I am going to, this is the front part. All right, I'm using 8 yards of fabric for this tutorial. As you can see, my client wants it very full. So what will happen is that I'm going to fold my fabric into two. As you can see, this fabric is folded into two. This is the folded area. We're going to take our measurements as though we are taking a normal measurement. So since it's folded into two, I'm going to take my shoulder measurement. The shoulder I'm working with is 16 inches. 16 divided by 2, we have 8 inches. Okay, just make sure you are following the process. Okay, so we have 8 inches as our shoulder measurement. I'll be adding some pleats to this dress, so I'll be taking 5 inches. Okay, I'll use 6 inches for my pleats. Okay, I'm using 6 inches for the pleat, and then from that shoulder part, from my pleated part, that 5 inches, I am going to take I'll be taking where my sleeve will come out. Okay, you know, we're having sleeve open, where your sleeve will come out from. So I'll be taking it at from my shoulder. This is my shoulder. Remember, here will be pleated. Okay, so once it's pleated, it's out of the way. So from my shoulder, let's assume that this is out of the way. So I'll be taking extra 15 inches from my shoulder. So I'll add extra 15 inches to my shoulder. So this is 15 inches. So this is 15 inches. So I've collected 15 inches. Okay, so I'll go back and take my neckline, then we'll continue on that area. So I'll be taking my neckline. Since this is the front part, remember I said I'm using 8 yards of fabric. So this is the front part. This is 4 yards of fabric for the front part. I'll be using the remaining 4 yards for the back part. Okay, so now I'll be taking my neckline. I want the neckline to be taut sewed, so I'll be taking neckline dip. The dip is going to be 3 inches, while the width, I'm going to use 2.75 for my width. That's for the front part. Please don't forget that. Okay, so I'm going to curve. I'll curve my neckline. So once I do this, I'm going to continue. So I'm going to drag the fabric so that we can get to the bottom. All right, someone will ask, what is the length of the of our gown? The length of the gown we are working with is 60, and I have exactly 60 here. Okay, but if you still want to add more to it, you can add more depending on who you are working for. Okay, remember this is the where the sleeve opening will start from. I marked at 18 inches, so I'm going to mark the sleeve round of my client. So her sleeve round from here is 8 inches, is 8 inches, so I'm going to mark 4 inches from there. So this is the sleeve what opening, so I'm going to notch that area. I'll notch there and also notch here. Okay, so once we are done with notching, I am still going to drag it because I want small. Don't mind this here. I used it to wedge the fabric. And I hope you can see it very well. So okay, from this point, from that sleeve opening, from here, I'm going to come down with 35 inches. Okay, you can try to come down as high as 30, 25, and let's say 40, depending on what you want. So I'll come down as high. I will use 35 inches for mine. So 35 from that sleeve opening, I'm taking 35 inches. So I'm still going to drag my fabric so that I can get exactly what I want. The table is too, not really small, but I know it's a BUBU big gown, so all right, so we have our 35 now, which is here. So from this 35, I'm going to connect it round. From this 35, I'll connect it round to touch the length of my gown. I think I'll keep this on the floor so that you can get it very well. So okay, so this is our neckline. This is the neckline. Remember, all this we are doing it on, not on the folded part. This is the folded part here. So this is our neckline. This is our neckline, and from here to here is our shoulder line. Okay, my shoulder line is 8 inches, so 16 divided by 2, we have 8 inches. All right, so from here I added 6 inches because I will be pleating this beautiful dress. And then from here I drafted where my sleeve opening is going to be, which is around here. And then my sleeve opening is 8 inches divided by 2, we have 4. This is the 4 inches for my sleeve opening. Okay, so from my shoulder to, from here to this place is 8 inches. From here I took 6 inches, and then from my shoulder to from the 5 inches I collected, I extended to 18 inches, so 15 inches, because I want my sleeve to come out at what, 15 inches. So from there I took 4 inches for my sleeve opening, my round sleeve here opening, this 4 inches. All right, so from here, from the sleeve round opening, I'm going to come down with 30 inches. Okay, let's use 30 inches. I'll be coming down with 30 inches. So from there, let me show you the 30 inches. So as you can see, this is our 30 inches. From here is our 30 inches. So from here, I'll take it round to meet my, I'm going to take it round to meet what, my length, which is around that place. All right, so let's do it. So this is it. You can see how it is. You can add more to it if you want. So I'm going to cut it out. So this is it. Okay, now I'm going to, once I do this, so once I get it like this, I'm going to cut out my neckline for the front part. So just cut out your neck, and then once we do that, let's notch those areas here and here. Please notch it. So I'm giving it a notch. Make sure those parts are notched here and also here. So I'm going to open it up now. Can you see how it's looking? Now this is it. Can you see it? You see it's coming out already. Can you see? Are you seeing a neckline? You see where the shoulder is? And then I'm going to add some pleats to this area. Can you see this? So this is it. Can you see it? I got another fabric. I'll be using this for the back part, okay? So I'm going to lay the front part on top of this new fabric. This is also 4 yards of fabric. I went ahead to fold into 2. So I'm going to take the neckline, the dip for the back. I'll be taking 2 inches, 1.75. Okay, let's use 2 inches. I'm using 2 inches for the dip for the back. So I'll also go ahead and cut it out. So I'll cut it out. Okay, so I have my back and front. Now I'm going to go ahead to notch those areas. First of all, I'll notch the shoulder. I'll have to impute it on the back part, okay? So go ahead and notch those areas, notch them. I'll also notch where my sleeve opening is, here and here. So once I've notched those parts, I'll go and cut the flare like I did for the front part. You can see how where the chalk is. I'll go ahead and cut it off. I'm going to start stitching. So this is the back. This is the back part. I'm going to keep it equally and then I'll open up this place. Remember, it's going to be a turtleneck, and if I close it up that way, it won't be able to enter the neck of my client. So I'm going to open up from here to 5 inches, okay, and I will use bias to cover that place up. So 5 inches. Make sure it's equal while you're folding. And you can even go down as 3 or 4. Okay, let's use 4 inches. 4 inches. The back part, not the front, please. Use the back part. So I've opened it up. So you can see now I'm going to use the bias to lock it up, or just cut a facing used to lock it up, but use the bias. Okay, close it up. So I'll go ahead now, I will close it up, and then we'll come back and continue. This is the back part. I've gone ahead to close up that area I told you we're going to close up. So I closed it up. So this is still the neckline. I'm going to join the 2 shoulders together. So I'll bring the 2 shoulders, front side facing front side. So I'm going to go and join. But remember, we said we are going to pleat this area, this 6 inches. So what will happen is that I'll take it to my machine and then I will pleat it. Okay, I'm going to pleat that area. I'll pleat the 4 areas here, there. We'll add some pleat to it. Add 1, 2. I'll make it 3. Okay, add some pleats there. I'll do it on this area. I also do it to the back. Then I'll join the 2 shoulders. Then I'll come and show you how it is. Alright, so as you can see, this is it. This is the pleated part. I'll still go and iron it. Now I went ahead to join the shoulder from here to somewhere around here. This is the shoulder, and then I pleated it a little around here. Okay, I pleated it a little, and then I stitched. When I got to that place, that sleeve opening, that sleeve round, I left 4 inches. Okay, so you can see I left 4 inches, and then I went ahead to close up the remaining part. So this is just it. Remember that 4 inches, you're going to leave it open. You can decide to add band, or you can just close in by folding. Just fold this way and stitch. Okay, I'm going to fold and stitch. You can add band if you want to add band. All right, so depend on what you want. So as you can see, how this is how it's looking. Don't worry, I'm going to go and iron up this place so that it look beautiful. You can see our flare is already forming. You can see you can see it forming. So now we are going to go to put our collar. We are going to go to put our turtle neck. All right, now this, if you look at this neck, it's not wide. It's okay, because we are still going to close up this place. You remember here. Okay, so this is how it is. So here is this way. Okay, so I'm going to go and cut my turtleneck. So we're going to measure what we have on the neck part, and then we'll cut our turtleneck. So I measured the neck round. I had almost 20-something inches, because I wanted to pleat the neck round. So when I finished pleating, I had 18 inches left. So 18, I added extra 1 inch, okay, to my turtleneck, giving me 19 inches. So I have 19 inches here. So I went ahead to cut out a facing. Okay, this is a very stiff facing. It's a stiff gum. All right, I want it to be only on one side. So I'll just go and iron out, and then we'll start inserting the turtleneck. And once I'm done inserting this turtleneck, I also want to insert my shoulder pad. So to cut this shoulder pad, I'll fold this foam into 2 this way, and I'll fold also this way, and then I'm going to cut it like a cycle. All right, so let's see what we have here. I have a total of I have 5 inches this way, so I'm going to cut 5 inches also this way from here. Sorry, 5 inches from this plat, this area this way. So I'm going to cut this way. I'll keep cutting until I'm through with cutting my what, 5 inches. So let's cut this way. It's going to be very, I'll try, just as if you're cutting a cycle. As if you're cutting a cycle. We're almost there. Okay, so we have cycle. Okay, we have just cut something nice circle. So I'm going to like trim it very well. So once I'm done trimming it, I am going to, let's cut from this way. I'm going to cut it into two. So I'll also trim, I'll trim more. I'll trim it more. So this is exactly what I want. So just try to make it look neat. So I need one, each one for what? Each one's shoulder. I'm using a 1-inch foam. This is what I have. Okay, so I'm going to cover it up. So what I'll do is I'll sew it and cover it up, and then I also sew this and cover it up. Come and show you how it's looking. And then I will also go ahead to gum my my stay on my turtleneck. Then I'll go and insert it. So this is the gown. You can see how it's looking. I've inserted the collar. Gone ahead to insert the collar. Look at the splits I added to the neck part. You can see the effect it's giving to it. Okay, and then I added a pleat on also that shoulder area. All right, so this is it. This is how the gown is looking. And then I'm going to go ahead now to add my shoulder pad. All right, so let's add the shoulder pad. Now to add your shoulder pad, you should measure first. I'll just use the measurements of this dummy. I'll pin. Then when my clients come for fitting, I will insert it exactly on her. I think you should do that. If it's your own, wear it and insert properly. Alright? But I'm going to use this dummy for now. Okay? You should look for the center. Go to two this way. This is the center. So that should be where I should start it. So I've added my shoulder pad, and so this is the gown. You can see how it's looking. So I'll go ahead now and beautify it, add some touches to it, and then I'll come back and show you the finished look. Okay, so we've come to the end of the tutorial. So this is the gown. This is the finished look. You can see. And see how beautiful she's looking. Now we've come to the end of the tutorial. If this tutorial was very helpful, please don't forget to like, share with your soulmates, and also please, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, because the more you subscribe, the more YouTube recommend our videos to other YouTubers.
All right, I'll see you again in my next class. I remain Cynthia. Bye.